Canadian Labour Congress senior economist D.T. Cochrane. Good morning to you. So when you look at the markets and the reaction, which has been pretty significant, that's probably an understatement, what do you see?
I see a pretty big change in assessment of the situation by the market participants. For the first week of this incident, the market, although it was tumultuous, did not take the big drive down that people kind of expected. On Friday, we did see a larger drop, and now we're seeing a much more significant drop. So that suggests that traders think that this is going to be a much longer, protracted war in the region than they had before.
Longer. What kind of supply chain challenges do you see in the offing?
Well, the rise in oil prices is going to be felt absolutely everywhere. It's just going to increase the cost of production throughout much of Europe and Asia, and obviously that will, over a certain period of time, impact us here as well. Because oil prices are global, even producers here in Canada, somewhat sheltered from what's going on in the Gulf region, are going to see an increased cost of their production, and then that will start filtering through to consumers.
So glad you made that point, because I think a lot of our viewers might be thinking, well, wait a second, we're an oil-producing country. Why are we seeing the impact?
Yeah, we're an oil-producing country, and so that also means that our oil companies, they're going to be the beneficiaries of this increase in oil prices. We saw massive record profits by the sector the last time oil prices went over $100 a barrel, and we're likely to see large profits going to them this time around. But our consumers, our regular Canadians, going to actually enjoy any of those benefits? It's unlikely. They're going to see the costs while the companies collect more record profits.
DT, and for people who are looking at their portfolios wondering, is this time for a rethink? You say what? What's your advice?
The average Canadian with a relatively small portfolio compared to the big players shouldn't make decisions based on the headlines, based on day-to-day events. They need a much longer term perspective and should mostly leave it to the investment experts. They'll make the decisions that are right for them. No one should freak out and start moving assets around on the basis of this.
D.T. Cochrane is a Canadian Labour Congress senior economist. D.T., really glad you could join us. Thanks so much.